C with the hoodie. And today we got Frank Ocean, which always makes me mad because Frank drops music at the worst time. You know, yesterday was Valentine's Day. I could have used this music yesterday. Like, what are you doing? Like, for real. Last time he dropped music, out of the blue, unexpected. He dropped his album out of the blue, unexpected, blind and endless. I mean, I just don't understand. I'm really biased towards Frank Ocean because vocally, I like the way he sounds. Even if conceptually the tracks can be broken or thematically they don't really follow a pattern or something like that, I generally give it a pass because the vocals are just so present to me. In all honesty though, I didn't have a problem with Frank's last album, and I don't think, you know, if he releases another one by 2085, I'll have a problem with that. This track is called Moon River, which is giving me a little bit of anxiety because I only know of one track called Moon River, and that is from Audrey Hepburn. And the reason I say it's giving me a little bit of anxiety is because I have a lot of history. My family specifically has a lot of history with that track, and I'll explain why if this is what Frank Ocean is trying to do. Someone tweeted me Frank Ocean's lyrics. I don't want to look at it because you don't listen to Frank Ocean lyrics, you feel them. Frank Ocean, Moon River. Let's give it a listen.
I'm crossing you inside.
He is doing it. Damn. You can't listen to this and not, like, I can't listen to it and not get memories.
To see the world, there's such a crazy world.
Golly, man, that's crazy. This is incredible. That sucks. I mean, it's great, but that sucks. I like how instead of just cutting the track, he lets it fade out into this wilderness setting. So he did exactly what I thought he was gonna do, and basically did a fresh, updated cover of Moon River from Audrey back then, and I think it's produced beautifully. I love the ambience. I love the atmospheric feeling behind it. It feels very natural. I can picture myself in this setting at night, looking at the sky. I mean, in today's world, you probably can't do that. You're likely to get ran up on and stabbed in the throat, so don't let your guard down. Frank has such direct control over his vocal range. Like, he goes to the point of his vocal range that he knows are the most pleasing to the ear and fit the feeling of the track. The vocal tones that he chose to go for with this track were perfect. And although this track isn't very exciting, it's extremely inviting. It draws you in slowly but surely. Independent from his vocals, I feel like the track itself is just trying to show you something. Like, hey, come here, I got something to show you. Spins you around into its own world and then lets you leave. This is one of those tracks that's old but gold. The nod to the original Moon River makes this track very emotional. I like this track so much. I mean, personally, I can just speak, you know, personally, this track does a lot for me because this is a track that my mom used to sing to me when I was little, like 4 and 5 years old, sometimes, you know, having trouble going to sleep. I've suffered with a little bit of insomnia, still do to some extent, but it was worse when I was younger. And to get me into the groove of sleeping, you know, she would sing this song, this melody, this tune, and I would always take to it. Like, I fell in love with this track because my mom used to sing it to me when I was little. It was only after, you know, I grew up maybe a little bit, like a couple years later, you know, she explained to me, like, she didn't know her mom. And it turns out after some family digging, my grandmom, who, you know, I don't know, my mom didn't know her, so I wouldn't know her, was originally set to sing with Diana Ross many years ago. My mom says that she met her mom only one time before, you know, her mom ended up passing. And she said when she did meet her, she was singing the same song. This happened to be the song that my grandmother was most known for singing around the house or whatever she was doing, according to other family members. It just brings up a different time period, because it's a song that I actually needed to go to sleep to for a while. And then knowing my grandmother used to sing it, you know, and was on track to go on tour with Diana Ross. Unfortunately, a lot of bad things happened that prevented her from doing that. This track, like I just said, it just has so much of an emotional connection for me. Of course, I'm always gonna, you know, if I want to hear the original, I'm going to go to the original, but Frank's rendition, his updated version, his spacey atmospheric version of it, it hits home. it hits home. But I definitely enjoyed this track. If you guys did, make sure to leave a comment down below what you thought about the track. Yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought about the track in the comment section down below, and I'll see you next time. It's been Shawn. See you, and I'm out. Peace.